look after them. Healthcare workers, I mean, there's not really, they're overstretched. The police are overstretched. It's very difficult for these people at that particular time. So it's a very sensitive time for them because they've come in, they've decided that they're going to change their lives, and so it's a critical point. So they just wanted somebody to sit with them and chat to them.
And so, from your perspective, how did today go? It was unprecedented for Gloucester. How did it go?
Yeah, I can't obviously discuss the particular case. I'm not able to do that, but I can say that the support infrastructure was certainly there at the hospital. The person involved was certainly given the support that they needed at that time, and I can see that there is now going to be ongoing support for that human being, which is, from my perspective, I haven't done this before, was a very, very good experience indeed.
How long did you stay with the person at the hospital?
I was there for about 11 hours.
11 hours.
Were you sleeping when you got the call?
I was, yes.
And what time was that?
That was 3:33.
I asked the chief the same question. I know very early hours, but I mean, based on what your experience was this morning, things you would change, improve on what worked well from this morning, anything you can learn?
Not really, no. It actually worked very, very well indeed for the first one. Yeah.
Why did you decide to become an angel?
I just think it's one of those things that people want to do to give a little bit back to society. I've worked in a previous incarnation as a visitor to the Singapore prison service where I lived before, and I just think it's something that we can a way we can all give back. But this particular scheme for me is very, very important. Is innovative, and it's something very, very new, which I think will gain enormous popularity.
And why do you think it's so important?
Because it's decriminalising something and actually pathologizing instead of decriminalising people who are basically have a disease and they're not criminals.
What is your background, George?
My background is actually in finance. Yeah.
And if the phone rang again this morning, you'd come right back?
I definitely would. Yeah.
Good.